Hey guys, and welcome to the 6th episode of Memetaa TV, I believe, where I will just be talking about defense and stylish moves. This should be pretty short because it's not covering a lot, but this is a pretty fundamental tutorial, especially the latter half, because stylish moves are a huge part of ASB. And the first half will actually be really short, and it won't be news to most normal fighting game players. So just to kind of start out, there are, I guess, 5 types of attacks you should worry about in ASB. Those being lows, overheads, highs, unblockables, and throws. And 4 of those should be no news to any normal fighting game players, so I'll address them first. So of course, lows, highs, and overheads. And these all have to be guarded in various ways. Highs, which are the easiest to and most common attacks, you can either guard them, high or low, so you can either be standing or crouching, so hold back or down back to guard these. There are lows, which you have to obviously be holding down back to guard, and you obviously can't guard them standing. And overheads, you just have to guard them high, and obviously you can't guard them crouching, or you will get hit. Obviously that's no news to any fighting game player, but in case this is your first fighting game, just be aware of these attack types and be sure, obviously it won't, since the training mode is obviously saying the attack type, but you'll have to know these, and you have to learn what these look like so you can guard them properly. Just remember that lows and highs will almost always be pretty quick, but lows are pretty much limited to, attacks that you'll see opponents do while crouching. Overheads, the opponent will always be standing, and they're all actually pretty slow. So, no need to, be that on the lookout. Obviously, jump-ins are always counted as overheads, but those obviously you can see very easily. And then, of course, there are throws, which are done via 2 buttons. Any 2 attack buttons, so light and mid, mid and high, or light and high. And those are just broken by just doing an attack or a throw motion yourself. So, like that. And it should look like that if you get it. And the only thing you can't actually break are command grabs, which, like, the Evola has this. You can't actually break this. So you just have to either jump or avoid them in any sort of way. And that's all the basic stuff that shouldn't be any news to fighting game players, but if this is your first, then just remember that list of 4, and so you'll know how to block things properly. The, I guess, kind of exclusive, in parentheses, thing to ASB is the presence of unblockables, which, they say they're unblockable, but you can actually get out of these if you use stylish moves like this. Stylish moves are basically the just guard system in this game, so say you guard an attack, like, right when it's about to hit you, like that. You kind of see that specific emotion. Here, I'll try and do it on something less. Okay, as you can see, you do, your character strikes the pose, they move towards the foreground, and, everything kind of stops for a while. Stylish moves basically, no matter what the attack the opponent throws out, whether it be something really slow like an overhead, or something really quick like a crouching low, you can actually punish these. Punish everything, and your opponent can't do anything about it. They just have to take damage. So, this is known as one of the greatest ways to actually punish jump-ins, is just guard it, and then punish as your opponent lands. So, you will be using and getting, a lot of mileage out of stylish moves, because they'll give you, like jump-ins, which, are really infamous for being great in this game. They can, it'll allow you to punish even, like, maybe not the lowest to ground jump-ins, like if someone gets something like really low, you probably won't be able to do anything, but for most obvious jump-ins, you can stylish move it and punish it appropriately. And other than that, I mean, it's the only way to get out of unblockable moves. While there's, you know, not a lot, if you really, you know, don't want to eat damage that you don't need to eat, then that's the only way to get out of it. And I mean, it can be also great, say someone has a setup that you don't, you know, it's kind of ambiguous and you don't know which way to guard. This is like one of the better ways to actually, you know, get yourself out of it if you can stylish the right attack. Where you can actually stylish about anything. That's what I forgot to mention, is stylish moves. Say someone throws out a low, and normally, you know, obviously you can't guard this high, but see, I was standing, and I still, was able to avoid it. It does kind of allow you to do that as long as you just guard. You will actually get the stylish move out regardless of if you guarded the wrong way or not. But just remember, a normal stylish move costs 30% of your guard gauge, so it's pretty costly on your guard gauge. But if you guess wrong like that, or, you know, guard wrong, I guess is the right way to say it. So in other words, you do a low stylish move against a overhead, or a high stylish move against a low attack. That actually costs you 40% of your guard gauge, so it's 10% more, and since you obviously have 100%, all characters do, you get two wrong stylish moves out of your guard gauge, or 3 stylish moves out of it, if you guess right. So just be aware that even if you can use them to get out of certain situations like that, where you don't know if a low or a high is coming, you are getting penalized for it. And if you don't have a lot of guard gauge to begin with, and you were kind of in a situation where you're getting rushed down, it can actually work against you if you are just abusing it. So be careful, and just be aware of kind of, I guess, the pros and cons to doing a stylish move in certain situations. Because there is a sure way to get a stylish move out, you know, regardless of cross-ups and, I guess, what type of attack, which is Koki Guard, which was it's kind of an exploit that was invented back when the game first came out. And you can see I'm kind of doing it right here with Okuyasu. If you just look at my command, it's actually pretty easy. It's just kind of waggling whatever stick you're using back and forth between down forward and down back. If you do this fast enough, basically a stylish move will always come out, no matter what. And the only way an opponent can really get around it is by throwing you. Which does exist, so I mean, it's not an invincible tactic where if you sit here then you can punish everything, because, you know, you'll always have to deal with that. And chances are if you're too busy doing this, then you're not going to be able to tech throw. But there is that, so if there's a situation where you really have no idea what to do, this is the surefire way to get out. And chances are, if an opponent is doing something like that, they'll be expecting it. So don't think that it's flawless. But it does exist. And, you know, I won't really talk about too much about its history. Or maybe I'll throw it in the write-up. I'll talk a little bit about where this went and where it came from. But it does exist. It's, you know, not the invincible exploit it used to be. But, I mean, know that it's there, know that it can get you out of sticky situations, but just know now that stylish moves have been kind of dumbed down a bit from what they used to be. So it's not as great. And of course, if you just sit there and do that, throws will hurt you quite a bit. But that's about it. I'm trying to remember if I forgot anything. I don't think I did. But that's the basics in terms of guarding. And with that, you kind of have the you know, string of most fundamentals you need to know is movement and defense. And, you know, the fun part is, after this, we get to go into how combos and attacks work in this game, which will be the tutorial next, I believe. Should be a bit longer. I'll try and explain how the chain system works, how combos generally flow, and what cancels into what. But until then, I guess, rate, comment, and subscribe. Hopefully I didn't forget anything. And if I did, I'll try and append it in either a later tutorial or something. And if I forgot anything, maybe you can remind me in the comments. But as always, if you have any questions, be sure to throw them to me at Twitter or in the comments section on YouTube, and I will be sure to answer them for you. But until then, thanks for watching, guys.